Okay, everybody, we're recording. Hi, everybody. My name is Michelle Stuchel, and I'm an Emerald Ambassador. And thank you so much for joining us on our team call tonight. Tonight, we are going to be talking about focusing on the right things. And if you are on this call, taking time out of your precious schedule on a holiday, you want to grow your business. And I hope you are all saying that you want to be a diamond, because that's what I want. But even more than that, I want to be a diamond that has developed a team of diamonds that are all developing teams of diamonds. It is not enough for me to be at the top. I want to bring as many people with me as possible. Being at the top of the mountain alone is just that. It's lonely. Being at the top of the mountain with your team, that's heaven. And I'm not there yet, so I have to grow and I have to change. And so the first step to meaningful change is always awareness, right? And this is an invaluable lesson that I've learned from Brittany Howard, my sponsor and one of my dearest friends in the world. You must absolutely take time to reflect, evaluate and analyze where you are, what you're doing, what choices you're making if you want to make meaningful change in the direction of your goals. Doing the same thing and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. Who wants that? No one. For months, I'm just going to be real here, I focused on the same things: earning incentives, recruiting, and I did a great job of creating a nice welcome pack business. And that's just what it was. I was recruiting, getting nice prizes, but my business was not growing. I was not retaining. People were coming in and out, and I wasn't developing business builders. I was distracted by the shiny things. Anybody else out there? So I think it was Christina Williams asked, I could be wrong, but asked Jarrett Abart, and if you don't know who he is, he's a diamond in Plexus Biz with multiple diamonds. He and his wife have multiple diamonds underneath him. They asked him, what is the number one quality, the most important quality to get and stay at the top? And his answer was focus. Focusing on the right things. We have in this business a lot of different things to focus on and hundreds of choices each and every day. And when I say focus, I'm saying thinking and acting in this area. Just thinking about these things is not going to do anything except puff you up. Knowledge without action is self-deception. Okay, so let's talk about why focus. What is focus? Focus is the center of interest or activity. Focus is so important because it is the gateway to all thinking. Your perception, your memory, your learning, your reasoning, your problem solving, and your decision making. Without good focus, all aspects of your thought life will suffer. And here's a simple reality. If you can't focus effectively, you can't think effectively. And we all know that as a man thinks, so he is. And here's the kicker. It's your responsibility alone. It's my responsibility. Every choice I make, each and every one, will take you either closer or further away from my goal. Let me say that in the first person. Each choice that I make will take me closer or further away from my goal. And it's all dependent on what I'm focusing on. Every single choice. Here's the deal. Successful people take responsibility for their actions, and they filter their choices, their decisions with the framework of, will this choice take me closer or further away from my goal? Let me repeat that. Will this take me closer or further away from my goal? There is no middle ground. You are either moving toward diamond or away from diamond. Kind of puts it into perspective, doesn't it? Mindlessly scrolling Facebook is not getting you to diamond. Strategically engaging on Dream Teamers posts before you make a post does. Successful people, those at the top, are focused and making decisions based on that framework of, will this give me the desired result? They are willing to say no to the good, to say yes to the best. They do the hard things, and most importantly, they do the right things consistently 6 days a week. and the right things are what they focus on. Each day, we all have hundreds of choices. 99, I found this astounding, 99% of choices are actually automatic because most people are not intentional about what they want. Okay, think about this. Have you ever walked into the kitchen late at night and you're maybe on the phone or you're just putzing around, and before you know it, you've eaten 2 brownies or finished the food from your kid's plate and you didn't even think about it, right? Choices without thinking. Or you get ready for bed and you just automatically wash your face and floss and brush your teeth and take your Probio 5. Choices without thinking. Doing the right things consistently over time will get you where you want to go to diamond, okay? Doing the right things over time will yield the compound effect. And here's the thing, these things are easy to implement once you know what they are, but they're also easy not to do. If you don't do it one day, it's not a big deal. You don't fail if you don't do it one day. But over time, if you don't make the right choices and you ease back into what's easy, you will have, at best, a stagnant business, and at worst, disastrous results and points going in reverse, and you're left wondering why. Okay, let's make it real with dessert. I'm a foodie. I like to have a snack at night, okay? And pre-lean, I used to eat like a bowl of cereal, popcorn, something like that. Now, my dessert of choice is lean brownie batter. And this is a story for another day, but if you take 2 scoops of chocolate lean, mix it with 2 tablespoons of water, stir it up, it tastes exactly like brownie batter, okay? That's about 170 calories, okay? Contrast that with a bowl of cereal, usually Special K with strawberries, with my milk or buttered popcorn, anywhere from 280 calories to 350 calories. My simple change yielded a 112 calorie a day difference. Now let's just say I do that, not even for the whole year, but for 250 days of a year. That is anywhere between 28,000 calories to 45,000 calories saved. One little tweak, one change of a decision changed anywhere between an 8 and 13 pound gain on my body. Simple changes can make huge results. One little change in your focus and action can yield a huge result. Think about your personal growth. You can read 10 pages a day. Anybody can read 10 pages a day. It's easy to read them, right? It's also easy not to read them. But if you read 10 pages a day for 250 days a year, remember, we have 365 days a year. So only 250 days a year. You've read 2,500 pages. That's about 10 good books. And those books, if you take that knowledge and apply it, will change your life. It will change the way you think, and your thinking will change your actions. Your daily decisions matter. You've got to look at your actions. You've got to look at the choices that you're making. You are where you are. I am where I am because of each and every choice I have made. Each choice over time becomes a habit. And even if you don't choose, that's a passive choice. You make choices and then your choices make you. Do I eat dessert or not? Do I work out or not? Do I send up one more follow-up message or not? Do I get on the phone or send a text message? Do I look in my back office or not? Do I send a thank you note, stay consistent or not? You've got to be aware of the choices that are leading you to or away from your destination, and you must take responsibility for your action. And you've got to realize it takes hard work and time. We plant seeds, we cultivate, and then we harvest. Harvest is the natural course of actions if you're doing the right things. That's why 95% of people that stay in network marketing for over 10 years have reached the top of their company. Top earners, 95% of them. It takes grit, hard work, and fortitude, and that's not popular today. But if you want what most people want but only dream of, then you have to do what most people won't. There's no genie in a lamp. It's not about finding a rock star. It's about consistent hard work, consistent effort over time, planting, cultivating, and then comes the harvest. So hopefully this will give you the framework to help you make decisions, help you focus, and make the best decisions each and every day that will move you forward towards your goals. And you have a choice. It's 100% up to you to focus on the right activities. So here's the million-dollar question, right? What should I focus on to get to diamond and help others do the same? So here it is. Your goal is to develop and create leaders that are creating leaders that are creating leaders. Your goal is not just to recruit. If that's what your goal is, you have created a welcome pack business, and you may be able to win some nice prizes like I did. But if you want financial freedom, if you want to taste the power of residual income, then you want to raise up leaders, business builders, leaders that are creating leaders. And the amazing Brittany Howard created the sheet that I'm going to share with you. And it creates it has on it and contains the right actions to keep you focused on your goals, developing leaders and business builders. Okay, so let me share my screen. Share screen. Let's see. Okay, advanced. Let's see, portion of screen. Share. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to share it with you the whole screen at once because I don't want to distract you. Okay. Does everybody see? Let's see. Let me open this up. Do you see it says learning personal growth? Do you see that little box? Okay. So this is the number one thing you need to focus on. Does it still say learning and personal? No. Okay. I got to change this. Now see, you saw that I had notes. Okay. Let me minimize this. Okay, learning and personal growth. If you want to grow your business, you have got to grow yourself. If you want to raise up leaders, you must grow your own leadership. If you want to add value and influence people, and that is the definition of influence, you must be adding value to yourself, developing yourself so that you give out of the overflow of what you are learning. If you want to attract influential people, you need to be a person of influence. John Maxwell says it like this: it is the law of the lid. Say leadership can be measured on a scale. A lot of you have heard this, and if you've been in Pink Power or Freedom Team any length of time, you have read 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and if you haven't, write that book down. The number one law in this book is the law of the lid. And he says, say that leadership can be measured on a scale. 0 means no leadership, and 10, you are Jesus. You've changed the history of the entire world. Okay, Maxwell says you will only attract people up to your level. So if you're a 4 on the leadership scale, you will attract people of a 2, 3, and 4 leadership level. You won't be attracting 7, 8s, and 9s. The more influential someone is, the greater impact they can have. And that's the people that I want to recruit and develop. The good news is that leadership is a skill that can be learned and anyone can grow in it. Take time to invest in your own personal growth. Read 21 Irrefutable Laws, Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by John Maxwell, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Okay? See this top right part of the sheet, it's all about learning and personal growth. Do you notice that Monday night team calls and Thursday night book study is basically a given? All you have to do is check off the box, and then underneath there, it's personal growth and training videos you've watched that week. That means if you are serious about growing and you want to grow quickly, coming to book study and coming to Monday night team call, that's where it begins. That's not where it ends. Where do you need to focus your own specific personal growth? You know, what is it? One of the 4 pillars? Is it a mindset? Is it, administration? Where do you need to focus your growth? By God's grace, my team has grown. And one of the measures I look for and who to invest in is who is investing in themselves. If they're not on team calls and book study, I know that they're not prioritizing their business, so I'm not going to prioritize them with my time. You can see who is serious about their business by who is doing more personal growth. They understand the more you grow yourself, the more you'll grow your business. Okay, I'm going to move the screen. let me see, okay, hold on a second. Okay, do you see what challenge did you face this week?
Yes, Michelle, it might be helpful if you show the whole sheet at a glance so they can see that it's like
Okay,
one overall sheet and
okay,
then zoom in on the parts.
okay, that's a good idea. Okay, let me minimize Brittany. Okay, do you see it's one sheet? And I will put this in Freedom Team and in Pink Power, the files. I just don't want everyone to get distracted by all the different areas right now. Okay, so this bottom corner is what challenge did you face this week and how did you overcome it? Okay, so can I just say that every week you're gonna face a challenge, that this is expected, this is a growth mindset piece. This is hard work. We all have challenges. And what separates successful people from those that aren't reaching their goals is that they know how to handle or know where to go to get help handling their problems. This is a mindset piece. Remember, every victory or defeat starts with a choice. And when you choose to have a positive mindset that an issue or a challenge or a problem is simply an opportunity for growth, you've won. Our team is reading Get Out of Your Head by Jenny Allen, and she says that the epic battle of our time is for our mindset. And as you continue to see these challenges as an opportunity for growth, and you get the tangible steps to move forward to overcome, you're winning, okay? You've got a choice. Okay, now we're gonna go to the top left corner. Okay, let me make this box bigger. Uh-oh, let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, there we go. The IPA section. It has been said that action is the cure of all sorts of ills, right? IPA, there are only a couple of things in this business that will actually make you money. Talking to new people about Plexus and following up with people about Plexus. We have amazing training on this, okay? Now, if you're not happy with where your business is, look at your activity. Remember, it's normal for 1 out of 10 to respond, and it's normal for it to take 8 to 12 exposures before someone makes a purchasing decision. If you're bummed out that you haven't had any joins, look at your numbers. Maybe it's because you've only reached out to 5 new people and followed up with 10. How many new contacts are you reaching out to? Is your funnel full? And in terms of follow-up, have you made 8 to 12 touches? And if not, I'm not surprised that they haven't joined you yet. You can trust the process when you're doing the right things. And activity, your IPA, talking to people, that's where you'll make money. Okay, now I'm moving to the middle. Okay, whoops, let me see if I can minimize this. This is kind of tricky, everybody. Okay, I don't want that part showing. Okay, conversations I had with people about the business this week. And I love it. It's in the middle of the page. It's what holds it all together. Your business, your conversations about the business. If you want to have business builders, you have to talk about the business. Look at what you're posting about. Examine what you're talking about and messaging about. Whatever you will attract whatever you're putting out there. Are you posting about the opportunity? Are you excited and talking to people about what this opportunity has done for you and is doing for you and where you're going? Developing business builders is work, and it takes effort and time. And it all starts with you opening your mouth about it. It's fine to lead with the products, but do you stay there? No. Are you planting seeds about the opportunity? Are you connecting and listening and casting vision for what could be for that person? That is your job. You know, for many of you, you've become comfortable with recruiting. I sure did. Getting people on our amazing products. But what will get you financial freedom is not just recruiting people for the products and hope they fall in love and start sharing. That's a dream. Brittany has shared this several times out of her runners, and I can't think of anybody that just fell in love with the products and started sharing. You need to be the one driving the ship. You must be talking about the business and the opportunity. And if you're having 8 meaningful conversations about the opportunity each and every week, it will bear fruit. And we've got great calls in Freedom Team and Pink Power for further training on this, okay? Remember, you're planting the seed, You cultivate it, and then you'll harvest it. Okay, now let's go to the middle of the page. I don't know why that's gray. Okay, customer care. Whoops. I love that this is in the middle of the page. It's what holds it all together. This is your people. I remember last year at Ruby Retreat, Wendy Larson, Diamond Wendy Larson, opened up the Ruby Retreat saying, if you want your business to explode, love and serve people well. Look in your back office, love and serve them well. And if you're not going to retain them and love and connect with them, please don't recruit them. Please don't. You know what something is funny? You already have some of your runners. They're in your back office. They're your happy product users. Are you connecting with them? Are you finding out what their dreams are, what their pain points are, if they've gone through a life change? Are you building relationship with them? What about your inactive customers, the ones that are dream teamers? With a little love, time, and investment, might a dream teamer be back? And I'm not saying this for all like white lines and things like that. It takes a lot of discernment. But this is a good example because I have two dream teamers that are, they order sporadically. They're not active customers, but let me give you this example. I love hydrangeas, and I had these two big, gorgeous hydrangeas by my front door. It made me so happy. And I had this brilliant idea that I wanted them to be bluer. So I looked it up on the internet, and of course, everything on the internet is true, right? So I added vinegar to change the pH and totally fried the hydrangeas, okay? So I went out there though, and they all looked shriveled up and dead, but one of them had tiny little buds on it. I could see a little bit of green there. So I watered it consistently. I made sure it had the proper amount of sun. I was diligent to cultivate it. And now, after a lot of time and care, it's thriving again. And you cannot do this with all your inactive customers. And this is where discernment comes in, and talk to your upline. You cannot resurrect all the dead ponies, but there are some worth breathing life into. One had green blooms and it came back. The other one didn't. But look and see in your back office who has blooms. Remember, this is a people business. And if you want your business to succeed, love and serve your people well. And it starts in your back office. Create raving fans. Give them excellent customer service. Connect and love your people well. Okay, bottom of the page, team building. Let's talk about coaching calls. Are you having calls with your upline? Are you doing your homework? Are you growing and taking action in the areas that your sponsor has shown you? They are sowing into you for a reason. She or he sees your potential. Now let's talk about coaching calls you're having with your people. Are you investing in them? And this is a side note, when you're coaching your people, give them specific homework, like watch this video and give me your takeaways. Let them set the timetable, and then check up on them and loving them, hold them accountable. Brittany did a great call on leadership and coaching at every level. It's in Pink Power and Freedom Team if you need help on how to coach your team. And if you don't have anyone to coach yet, get on a call with your sponsor and then watch everything you can on duplication and creating silvers, and camp out and master that skill. And then guess what will happen? You'll find yourself with people to coach. Okay, three-way calls and chats. Remember, this is where you're supposed to be focusing. Three-way calls and chats. These are so important. Think about it. We are in a people business. I cannot underestimate the value and critical importance of three-way calls and chats. There's just something about it. Not only are you providing third-party validation for your prospect and new join, but you're also training and mentoring and coaching your level one how to connect, cast vision, and build belief in our products. There are some things that the new person will tell somebody else that they may or may not tell you. So many calls when I've been doing a three-way call for my level one, and this is someone that was close to the business, after the call, they're already thinking of people who to share with. So it's not only you taking your people to your upline. I've got a three-way call Wednesday morning with my new level one and Brittany, but it's you doing three-way calls for your people as well. they will see that they're not just getting products, but they're getting a strong community of support and encouragement. You know, products may bring people in, but community will keep them. This is about building trust. I think I can. Building trust and community and encouraging them. And if you implement three-way calls and chats, your business will thrive. There are multiple trainings in both team pages about how to do this, okay? Now, if you're doing all this, this bottom section on the right-hand side, whoops, should reflect, if you're doing all, you know what, I'm just gonna open up the whole page, hopefully. If you're doing all of these things, if you're honestly filling this out and the numbers are right and you're doing the right activities, it should be reflected right here in this section. You should have new joins. Your total number of ambassadors should be up for you and the total number of ambassadors on your team. And then of course, adding new friends to your Facebook page each day. Okay, I think I can. Again, I will put this in Freedom Team. I mean, Pink Power. I'm trying to stop share and it's not letting me. This is very odd. Okay, well, apparently I can't stop share. Okay, thank you. So that is the sheet about what you should be focusing on, the right things, and honestly fill out your sheet. And if you've already made the pivot and you've started doing these things, then you keep doing them. Remember, it's plant the seed, cultivate it, and then harvest. Consistency is the name of the game, and it takes grit. It takes hard work, it takes effort, and focusing on doing these things on this sheet, these things. If you are talking about the opportunity, if you are providing excellent customer service and taking care of your people, your business will grow. These are the right things to develop leaders that will develop leaders that will develop leaders. Let this sheet that Britt developed be the framework with which you make your decisions each and every day to move you closer to your goals. I hope this was a hope to everybody. I know it's been it's been a game changer in my business. I'll put the file up and I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You did so good as always.
Well, thank you so much, sweet friend.
Do you want to stop recording?
Oh, yeah.